Welcome back, welcome back. So, I figured that, show people some lessons from movies that, majority of us, we grew up on, right? Because they say movies influence us as children, and then we grow up and do what the movie did, right? You know what I mean? So like Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society and all these movies seem to have a very, very bad influence on us. And if you go watch the movies again and then look around at your friendships and shit, you'll notice that you're living a fucking movie. And remember how it ends for them in the movie. That's how it's gonna end for you. Now, me, being the lucky, blessed man that I am, as I was young and I seen the same movies, I always noticed that there's always these parts in the movie where they say good stuff and they teach you exactly how to get out of the fucking trick and not fall for it. They teach you exactly what they're gonna do to you in the future. But we don't, as black people, we don't pay attention. The parents watched the movies and didn't stress. Look at this scene more than any of the others. Look what the fuck he's saying. So now I gotta go Principal Clark on you niggas.
Mr. Clark, I wanted to talk to you about those kids you brought yesterday.
What about?
Well, I was one of them, but you made some kind of mistake.
Mistake?
Yes, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Sam's. Thomas Sam's.
Sam's. You're a freshman?
Yes, sir.
Cutting class and smoking crack, Mr. Sam's? There's no mistake.
No, sir. It wasn't me, sir. I swear it wasn't.
This is a fucking movie. There's a little kid smoking crack. Do y'all realize y'all kids ain't out there smoking fucking trees no more? In high school, these little niggas is doing everything and anything now. Y'all better stop acting like, oh yeah, this movie's really old. So if they making movies about it, it's because it was going on.
Wasn't you?
No.
You think I'm stupid, son?
No, sir.
Yes, you do. You're trying to con a con man. You're not even learning anything on the streets, are you? You come on.
What's the odds that I'd randomly come outside and make a video and it's, to inform you about your goddamn kids and an ice cream cup truck drives by sounding its horns? Pay the fuck attention.
What are you doing? What's up here?
Now, let me tell you something. The trouble with being a teenager is you don't know nothing. The problem with teenagers is you think you're smarter than people who've already been down the road you're traveling. You know what I'm trying to say to you, boy? Do you?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell your father I threw you out of school? Look at me, damn it!
No, sir.
Why not? No guts, huh? Afraid of what he's gonna say to you, aren't you?
My father doesn't live with us anymore.
Cause he ain't there.
Oh, is that what you do now? Go around feeling sorry for yourself, boy? Huh? Go on, get out of here. You're wasting my time.
Please let me back, sir. I have to get back to school. I can't go home and tell my mom I got kicked out of school.
Now, why should I let you back into my school, Sam's?
Because I'm going to do better, sir.
How?
By doing my work
What else?
and staying out of trouble.
What have you been thinking about all this time? Why should I believe you now?
Because I changed my ways.
I don't believe you, Sam's. I don't think you've changed a thing. Go on, jump.
No, I don't want to jump.
Yes, you do. don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
Yes, sir.
You know what that does to you? Huh?
No, sir.
It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells. Now, when you're destroying your brain cells, you're doing the same thing as killing yourself. You're just doing it slower. Now, I say if you want to kill yourself, don't fuck around with it. Go in and do it expeditiously. Now, go in and jump. Jump.
No, I don't want to kill myself, sir.
You're quite sure about this, are you?
Yes, sir.
All right, Sam's, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back on my own word just this once. Let you back into my school. Because you're still a baby and you don't know shit. But you understand this, boy. You're not going to get a moment's rest. I'm going to be on your case every minute. You mess up just once, and you're out of here. Now, you understand me? Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Going back downstairs.
Now, if we had a whole lot of more of that, you know, tough love, actual, like, showing these little dudes. See, because it's the truth. Like, you, not all of you, some of you are that kid right now, and you're a grown-ass man. And I'm Principal Clark telling you, your life is over, buddy. You're killing yourself with your drugs and the whores and wasting your time and your money. And you're going to get older and older. And then soon, you're going to be out here on the fucking street where nobody cares about you. So why don't you just jump and get it over with? Because once you get out here, the show's over. And you're going to be out here like these fucking homeless guys that I keep showing you are everywhere just laying on the goddamn floor. It's not a joke. Y'all can play all y'all want. But it ain't a joke. Now we're going to learn a very valuable lesson for the black community. They already did this. We're living in the future now. See, when I seen this scene, I was surrounded by black people in our own neighborhoods. And now we're older. And we don't have neighborhoods.
Tell them not to worry about the interest rate. The interest rate has been 5 years.
You're gonna learn today from a nigga teaching you with movies.
How you guys think you did on the test?
Alright, I guess.
Most of those tests are culturally biased to begin with. The only part that's universal is a man.
You boys must be hungry. I'm real surprised to see you down here.
Came to see you. See how you doing? How's business going?
He said you do good on your test. He said we did alright. He said, yo, most of those tests are bullshit. They're culturally biased anyway. Meaning, you're learning about another nigga and their family and their fucking ancient days. You ain't learning about yourself and your people. And then he says, the mathematics is the only thing that really matters. What do they say now that you're older? The only thing that matters? Money. That's why mathematics is the universal language. If you know that, then we can talk. What do niggas with money say? If you don't have no money, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you. You can't speak my language.
Well, there's
Making
always
money.
business, just not always in here.
So, like, what do you do, Furious?
I mean, what, you help people get money for their homes? What?
He takes his son and his friend down to the hood because he was at work to teach them a very valuable life lesson in live action. Millions of us seen this movie and didn't fucking get the message. How? How'd this go right over our head? These niggas scared in their people neighborhood. He said, yo, we can't afford to be scared no more just to fucking stand here and talk to you. We ain't doing nothing.
Ashby Home? You know what that is?
And that's how it is. I walk around with this shit on in the wrong neighborhood with this something. What that man be about? Nigga, what that blah blah blah? Nigga, what do you mean? It's a color. The fuck?
What happens when the property value of a certain area is brought down? Huh? Listen, bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. All the people out, raise the property value and sell it to the profit. What we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything black. Black owned, black money. Just like the Jews, the Italians, the Mexicans, and the Koreans do.
Ain't nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folks shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how do you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. We are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here. I know every time you turn on the TV, that's what you see. Black people selling the rock, pushing the rock, pushing the rock. Yeah, I know. But that wasn't a problem as long as it was here. It wasn't a problem until it was in Iowa and showed up on Wall Street where there are hardly any black people. You want to talk about guns? Why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community? Why?
I hope you can hear this.
For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that shit. But they want us to kill ourselves. And the best way you can destroy people is to take away their ability to reproduce themselves. Who is it that's dying out here on these streets every day? Y'all. Young brothers like yourselves. What am I supposed to do? Full roll up and try to smoke me? Shoot the motherfucker. You don't kill me first. Do exactly what they want you to do. You have to think, young brother, about your future. Huh?
That man basically takes his time out, goes down to the hood, and explains to them that while you're gangbanging and acting fucking stupid, you're making your neighborhood a crime area, which lowers the value of your area, right? And since I have you in a fucked up position of not knowing how to own anything, because, you know, if you sell drugs, you can't put the fucking property or car in your name, right? So while you're running around thinking you're making all this money, you actually can't buy your fucking neighborhood that you live in. And then since you have so much crime, your neighborhood ain't worth nothing, right? So that means all I need to do to buy your entire neighborhood and get you the fuck out of there is just come up with a little bit of money and get you the fuck out of there. See, you're tough when I come on the block and what that red be about, what that blue be about. But when the boys that come with the same colors and they flash these motherfucking lights, y'all don't say what that red be about. Y'all don't say what that blue be about. Y'all scatter in 7 different directions, just like the Bible said you would. Anyway, so as they trick you into being these people that destroy your own neighborhood, it's because it's a trick. That means 50 to 30, maybe 20, 30 years from then, when they implement you with this, you're all gonna be moving slowly. You're either dying from the drugs, you're being shot down by each other, and then eventually, when it's all condemned looking, we send in the money. And then when we start buying up, y'all see it, they start moving yous out. Look around in the United States and look at every projects. I remember when I thought the projects would always be ours. They even did it in the projects. And I said, yo, how the fuck? And they do it easy with the projects because that's it's the movie. It's where the most of the bullshit's going on, the brainwashing. So they just pick you off one by one. And nobody seems to get how the fuck everybody keeps getting caught. And I keep telling you niggas, it's because one of you are a fucking traitor. And that nigga's always gonna be hustling. That nigga's always gonna be free. And he's always gonna get your black asses out. And then once all of you are gone, that's when they get rid of him. See, the traitors never, on a low scale, get what they want ultimately. They just get to live for years and shit. But they gotta move on. With no tribe, no family, no nothing. And then they're lost in this fucking world. And they think that they're gonna be somebody else. And no, you're just gonna get moved to another state, and now you're a nobody in a new black neighborhood or whatever, and then, you know, somebody does what you did to them. It's a fucking trap, it's a ridiculous stunt, and we're getting stunted over here. And I don't like it. Cause that movie's from the 90s, early 80s, late 80s, some shit, and the shit is true. The shit, we live in it. You can't tell me I'm wrong. I watched the movie become real life. Watched a lot of movies become real life for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. Probably can't hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this lesson in the crib with the TV. So in this scene in Boys in the Hood, Lawrence Fishburne, shout out my G, one of the best actors in the world. If he don't get some goddamn respect in the world, like, that man has played so many different roles. And he plays them shits good. Like, this movie changed my life. Like, he was the only black, like, actual role model in the fucking movie. You know what I mean? He's trying to raise his son Trey and all these different things. And, the movie goes that Trey was with his mother, because, you know, you just get custody. And then Trey grew up and started getting bad. And he started fighting or some shit in school, so they told him, if you get choked one more time, we're gonna send you to your father, because she couldn't control him. This is back when black women had a little common sense of understanding, this nigga's out of control and I can't beat him up no more. I gotta do something. So she sent him to his father. His father was like a real nigga. He was almost like a man of God, because everything he does is in a biblical way. He teaches, even though he's just a man. He's like a businessman or something, and he helps other people get loans or whatever. That was like his job. But every chance he gets in the movie, he's teaching people about these things, about how to, like, you know, save their neighborhood and not be destroyed in the next 20 years. And he warns these people, literally. And nobody listened. And then everybody got older, and the shit got super worse. When Trey was young, they was banging on the block with each other and, you know, selling weed and shit. Little things, right? But when Trey got older, everybody was out there busting shots, and now everybody's got hardcore drugs and this and that, and shit with niggas was getting bodied all day. It wasn't like before when they was just fighting. So in the scene I was just gonna show you, it was when they were younger, and his father was trying to school these two little guys, and he goes, yeah, I want you to clean up my yard, and I'll give you like $5 or something for it, right? And the two little dudes was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not doing that. I can make more money with my uncle. Now, this is a little ass boy. What the fuck are you talking about? Make more money with your uncle. When you're in the hood, you know what that means. That means you send little man on the run. You know what I mean? Drop something off and you give him some money. Now that's fucked up, because you got a little kid doing that. And then he goes, all right, well, if you don't want to make no money with me, it's all right. I'll have my son do it for free. So Trey comes home, and he's like, hey, Trey, grab the rake, put the gloves on, and we got some motherfucking bags right over there. Get to this yard, clean that up. Now, as a young black man, I was like, yo, that's fucked up. But I understood what was going on because I seen what he was doing. He was trying to sound the fucking horns. He was trying to make the little niggas not go to hustling. He knew what was going on. The little niggas ain't want to say what it was, but we all know what's going on. So he sound the horns, sound the motherfucking horns, sound the horns. So he was like hard on his son. And his son was always complaining, like, why are you making me do all this and that? And his son didn't understand what his father was doing. While the other little dudes were running the streets, no guidance, playing, chilling, whatever. He was always constantly making him do his chores, do extra shit, da-da-da-da. So when Trey got older, guess who had a job? Trey. Why? Because his body was already built to work. He wasn't punishing, rake the leaves for free. No, nigga, get ready for work. You think this shit is hard? When you become a man, you gotta work, baby. And ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. You ain't ready for it. Nobody's gonna care. Soon as you say, I can't, you're fired. And now his other boys that was not listening, where you think they ended up? They took over their uncle's job because uncle got he got dropped off to the dark side. So, you know, as the story progresses and goes on, they're pulling Trey away from his wanting to be a regular like his father taught him, man of God, and escape the bullshit. And Trey has to go on a nice little journey of thinking he's fucking gangster for a little bit until everybody starts really getting and Trey had to get real himself, and Trey understood that, yeah, I could do this, but this shit is not worth it. Like, and I don't know, I forget how the movie ends. I think that one ends bad. They probably all die anyway. A couple of them, they ended good. That's why Jason's Lyric is my favorite one. Because it's the same fucking story. They're all the same story. And you know what the sad fucking thing is when you can say a movie is motherfucker's actual real life? Because like I said about that statistic, only one of them become good. Only one of them make it. And if you look at the movies, there's only one that make it out. There's only one that does what the fuck the baby boys and the fucking and then you look at real life, it's more than one. But the point is, it should be a lot more. And it's sad that they literally show us, we glorify these movies, the Fridays, and they're really good movies. They're entertaining. I'm not gonna act like I didn't used to watch these shits, and you know, but we only glorify the bad part. I be looking at motherfuckers like, yo, y'all wasn't watching the same movie I was watching. You didn't see the same shit that I seen? How? It's the same movie. How come my brain registered, wait up, this is not all super gangster and they're making it look all dope. They're actually telling you, you're doomed. You're doomed if you do this. This is your future. Look. And then, you know, it becomes our culture, and we make jokes about it and name each other Sharif and Old Dog and all of this shit, right? But nobody actually looks at the movie and then looks at their friend's life and be like, oh shit, we're all getting dropped off just like that. Maybe if we do something different, maybe if we do what the one guy did in the movie to get out of it, maybe then. You know what I mean? I don't understand sometimes when I look at the world and see how this is why I know he's real. Because there was nobody there to teach me this and make me see at these certain points. But my brain thought of it like that. But I was a kid, and that's how I know my father's always been with me. Because I paid attention to certain things. He made me see things that other people watched with me, and they never understood what they were watching. They still watch it to this day. I don't watch any of those movies. So many of everything. It's like people see the truth of things in this life and we just ignore it. All love.